So the car at this point is idling nicely. It's getting to operating temperature. The fan is cutting in and out. I am going to let it run a little bit longer. While it's actually idling, I'm just going to go ahead and start testing some of the electrics, lights, indicators, wipers, etc. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what works and what doesn't. So whilst I was testing the lights, I turned the dip beam on and the engine died, and now I've got nothing on the key. The battery is totally flat, so the battery light on the dashboard wasn't on. So maybe we've got a charging fault here. I'll get the car running again with the booster, and then we'll just do some tests and see if we can find out what's wrong. Okay, with the battery connected, I'd expect to see probably 13.5, 14 volts here when I rev it. There's absolutely nothing. What's actually happening is the battery is actually going flat while it's running. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. So it's not a break on the actual earth lead itself. Battery to alternator wise okay as well. So with the Mira not charging, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and remove the alternator. At this point I'm not even sure if I can get a new one or parts. I'm pretty certain that's where the fault is, so I'm just going to take that out. We'll have a look at it. It's probably old as dust anyway. Yeah, let's see how we get on. So there's the alternator from underneath the vehicle. There's nothing obvious at the moment, so I'm just going to remove it and have a look at it. So I've just removed the alternator, you can see it here, and I've just taken this brush pack regulator out. It does look very old and very worn. There's nothing obvious. I mean, if I can get parts like this regulator, I can try it. Failing that, it may be cheaper just to find another unit for it, second hand or new. So yeah, I'm just going to do some research and see how I get on with that. Can't do much more here. Let's look at the brakes. So both front brakes, they're totally seized. I mean, you can't even turn them. I mean, the car was extremely difficult to push in the workshop, so I knew that there'd be a problem. It's possible that it's a seized piston and a caliper. I can't at this point even move back the pads to take them out to free it up. So what I'll do at this point is I'm just going to use a G-clamp, see if I can move this inner pad back to compress the piston, and then I'll be able to take the caliper off and we can actually see what's going on. Not having much luck with the G-clamp, just trying to push the piston back. So it's time for plan B. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove the pad clips and I'll leave the pads out the way. I'm pretty certain that I won't be able to reuse the pads anyway, but let's get those out the way first. Okay, the brake pads from the near side caliper. Yeah, they're heavily worn. They do need to be replaced. And there's a caliper here. It's actually a single piston sliding caliper. They're the sliders here. They're very stiff, and we got piston here. That doesn't move at all. So up next, we're just going to remove the caliper slider bolts. This one here, and there's another one down here as well. Okay, with those removed, you should be able to just take the caliper off. So I'm going to try something here. It's a bit of a long shot. I'm going to remove the brake sliders and clean them up, re-grease them and refit them. I'm going to take the rubber boot off the piston here, and as the piston is actually quite far out already, I'm just going to clean the piston up and I'm going to inspect it. If it's any good, I'm going to actually try working it back in and out without actually removing the piston, and hopefully that will free it up. We'll see what happens. I'm going to continue with the brakes on the next video. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Cheers!